Just explain to me something you said. You said Maritime have had this asset for 10 years and you came in a year and a half ago. What was the history there? Where have you guys come in from?
Myself, I'm a mining engineer, so my background, I was with JDS Energy and Mining. I was a VP of Project Development. The main work that I did was focused on Dalradian in Northern Ireland. So I led the feasibility study on that one. And that's really what got me interested in this one, because we did hear about a project in Newfoundland that looked a lot like Dalradian, at least geologically. Smaller resource at 1 million ounces compared to the 5 or 6 million ounces that they have. But when I went to check it out, it looked very similar. High grade, narrow veins, and wide open for exploration as well. So I came in about a year and a half ago. We started building up the team. We just announced a new vice president of environment and sustainability from Kirkland Lake Gold that joined us, Perry Blanchard. And we also brought on an advisor to the company, as well as the COO of Dalradian currently, Eric Tremblay. So we started to notice there was a lot of potential here that needed to be fleshed out. We really spent the last year and a half just doing the work, getting the resource tightened up through the drilling, technical programs, environmental programs, community relations, getting the whole package together to be ready to go to that next step for feasibility.
Right. Do you feel that this project's, I know you talked about reasonably good returns at 13.75. Not until a year ago, it'd been sitting at about, the price of gold was sitting at about 12.50 for a long period of time. We're thereabouts. Projects like these only get going in a high gold environment. So what level of confidence do you have about this bull market that we're in at the moment?
Well, you know what? It's we had a really good result at 13.75 per ounce gold. And anything above that is gravy as far as I'm concerned. We're not relying on a higher gold price to make the project work. At spot prices, it's a $300 million project, of course, and rising tides lift all boats. But we're focused on developing a high quality project. So we have high grades. The hammer down open pit measured and indicated grade is over 9 grams. So that's a pretty rare thing. We have an average life of mine grade through the PEA study of nearly 8 grams through the mill. So it is a high grade resource. We think we can, bolt on a low capital cost solution to give us that starter project that pays back the capital in maybe 1 to 2 years.
Okay.
So that.
Have you done anything like this before in terms of a low capex startup type project? Because PEA is a plus or 30% in terms of the economics, obviously, but you're currently going through a feasibility. So where are you getting, again, the confidence from to think that you can deliver with a kind of low capex solution?
Yeah, I think the confidence comes from number one, the jurisdiction that we're in. So we're in the Bayburt mining district of Newfoundland. So it's a mining area. So we're not in a remote situation by any chance. We have fantastic local labor available, well-skilled individuals. We have services, suppliers, nearby road access, power lines. We're only a kilometer away from power. And the whole business plan for Hammerdown is to take an existing high-grade resource that's a brownfield site with veins exposed at surface, to send these veins to our sorting plant on site, remove the dilution as best we can, and truck the ore to a mill that's already there with the tailings pond that's already built and permitted. So that's why I think we can keep the capital costs low.
Okay, this is your pre-concentration process you're talking about, right? And so who owns the mill?
So the mill right now is owned by Rambler Metals and Mining. They're a UK copper company. So we came up with an agreement with them after our PEA in March that basically gives us about a year to evaluate the plant for use for Hammerdown. So we're just still doing some test work on that, to negotiate a purchase or some kind of a deal that would allow the ore from Hammerdown to go through the plant in Metropolitan.